I'm here in Astoria, Queens with Maimouna Ba, a young peace activist from Burkina Faso, which is a country in the Sahel region of West Africa. What's the context like in the Sahel region? Why is it so complex? And why is there now a humanitarian crisis?
If you follow what is happening in that area of the world, you will understand that there is a war due to violent extremism, and we are being attacked by many terrorist groups, including ISIS. At my time, we did have poverty, but we didn't have war. But now, all of this are included in the balance. I'm not the kind of person who is still or always waiting for outside solutions. I'm a person who has always been very aware of my ability of creating change, and I just like being involved and taking initiatives. I was born in a context where education is still a challenge for many children, and particularly for girls. And I am a peace activist. I work to support children to have access to the right for education. For me, being sent to school by my mother on the recommendation of one of my brothers was a very lucky thing that could ever happen to me. And I remember that my mother at this time sold the only new clothes that she has to support my education. The last statistics about Burkina Faso speaks about 2 million people being displaced by force due to conflicts. And what happens is that in the bush areas where people live, when there are attacks, people flee and they come in modern cities or in biggest towns, and they settle there. They settle on internally displaced camps, and they become like a refugee in their own countries. I just kept asking myself, how can I mobilize all the women who were lucky enough from your region to go to school to build a movement, to build an organization that will serve at the grassroots level? And this is what we did in 2020. We declared our organization named Women for the Dignity in the Sahel, Femmes pour la Dignité du Sahel. And I was honored to become the first president of that organization. That is still existing and continuing its amazing work. And after 4 years of intense militantism and actions, I became the founder, the person that is known at the national and even international level as Mama Sahelian. Mama Sahelian means Sahelian mother.
How do you and those you work with support the people who have been displaced in Burkina Faso? What programs do you offer?
We support the families to left the high, the most dangerous areas, and when they are hostage in there, we support them to re-begin and to rebuild the life in other parts of the country or in West Africa. The Sahel region is the most forgotten humanitarian crisis in the world. So it's important for people to get to know that this part of the world also exists. We always hear about Gaza and Palestine and Ukraine. And in this part of the world too, human beings are suffering, and they deserve to be supported by solidarity, by love.
How can we, sitting here as individuals, contribute to your mission and help to create a more just and peaceful world?
We identify children on the grassroots that are really vulnerable, and we find for them a sponsor who may be in some other area of the world. The sponsors bring psychological and financial support to the children so they can pursue the education. So It is a bold initiative that mobilizes not only the volunteers to sponsor children, but also the communities and the youth.
With all the negative news that comes down the pipeline, what sustains you? What keeps you going and keeps your activism alive?
I truly believe that each action counts. And we human beings, we just must stand in solidarity with the other human beings suffering in the rest of the world. I do not think that institutions or NGOs can solve all the problems. I truly believe in the involvement and engagement of people to build peace as the way if we want to build a peaceful world. So never let organizations or I don't know walls or reports or all the business stuff that we have built to disconnect you from true humanity, from the true values of supporting and caring and loving. I truly believe in humanity. I believe in humans as individuals. I believe in the ability to build a better world. If our world is falling apart, if this planet is suffering, it's because we human beings, we have truly forgotten about our true essence. So we cannot change things at the institution level. We have to change things at our level. And if we have more human beings being more involved, more committed, and more aware of the consequences of their actions, we probably build this way a better world.